Day number 3 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships here in Ostrava. We're inside the Ostrava arena. It's the United States of America taking on Norway. As you can hear, it's a fairly noisy arena, and we're expecting another bumper crowd a little bit later on. Canada have already taken a victory in Group A today. That was the last game we saw, 4-0 over Korea. Next up, USA-Norway. Should Norway surprise the Americans? I paused for a second there. Should Norway surprise the Americans, then Canada will win the group. Both Canada and USA will get the day off tomorrow as they are already through to the semi-finals. My name's Alan March. Alongside me is Paul Rosie Rosen, who looks nothing like Samson on your screens. Well, there's a little similarity, I suppose.
We're both bald.
I was going for the fact you can both skate, but yeah, that's fine. There are the Americans who, Paul, they'll be expected to win this with ease.
No, you know, Norway, all they want to do is they want to get themselves prepared for the quarterfinals, but they have no chance, absolutely no chance in beating this dominant powerhouse that the United States of America has built in para ice hockey, starting from the best goalie arguably in the world for the last 9 years, Steve Cash, to an incredible captain and defenseman in Josh Gulls, to two of arguably the best players in the world in Brody Roybal and Declan Farmer. Declan Farmer has taken over this game. Now, some of the Canadians might argue with that, but facts don't lie and stats don't lie, and this kid is incredible.
Denmark's Jakob Grumsen is the referee for this one. Linesman, one from Canada, Max Fehrenbaum, and one from Sweden, Andreas Lundin. So a very Scandinavian feel with Norway, Sweden and Denmark represented, but so too Canada and the US. Teams getting themselves ready. They're mostly huddled at their own goals. Starting in goal will be Steve Cash for the United States of America. Davis Hoff has an unbeaten side so far, and I can't imagine he thinks that there's a wry smile, he can't hear me. He thinks that that will change throughout the course of the next 3 periods. Norwegian side, Henrik Haugen will start. So that's his first ever start. He came on during the game against the Canadians a little while ago. And there is Espen Hedge, the man charged with trying to cause an upset. Steve Cash, plenty of experience, 29 years of age, America's #1. Henrik Haugen, born in 1961, trying to become, don't laugh Paul Rosen, trying to become Norway's #1. Espen Hedge there, the Norwegian, has given the honour of starting against America to the rookie. No Rolf Einar Pedersen or Magnus Bogle. Bogle didn't play in the last game either. But Rolf Einar Pedersen, 49 years old, 9-time Paralympian. That is purely because they've got a quarterfinal game to come.
Absolutely. There's no point to play him. He is still the best player on this team, and he was great, world-class for years and years and years. When I played against him, you didn't want to play him. He was an unbelievable and a very strong player, did anything he could to help Norway win. So why play him here against the States when you rest him and play him against whoever they play in the quarterfinals? That's the critical game. Norway wants to get to the semis, Alan.
We are just a moment away from getting going. The third and final group game for both these sides. A day off coming by virtue of being in the semis for the USA. And a big clash, not just on the ice there, but a big clash tomorrow for Norway. They will face either Italy or the Czech Republic. It was interesting. Oh my word! Well, talk about distance. Put a stamp on it. My, what a start.
It might be raining outside, but it is absolutely sunny on the Americans' bench right now. He didn't even know he scored that. Oh, look at him coming. Douglas, look at him coming to the bench like, hey, all right. I think he was just trying to dump that in. Here he is. He's going to get it here. He's going to turn, and he's going to dump it. And it's in the top corner.
I'm not sure, you know. I think you're doing him a misservice. I think he's looked up and realised there's a lot of net there.
Okay.
I'm giving him that.
I'll go with that.
I'm giving him that.
That was a gorgeous shot, though. I was going to say the goalie maybe, but no chance. No chance. That was tucked right under the bar. You couldn't have taped that puck any better. Wow, what a shot by Douglas.
That was 20 seconds, by the way. And I don't think the Norwegians will want to concede one every 20 seconds. In fact, I know that.
Well, if they do, we're going to have a long, we might need like throat lozenges for tonight's game.
We might have to retire. Keep those comments coming in wherever you're watching from. If you're watching live in the United States of America, hello and welcome. Alan March and Paul Rosen, former Canadian netminder for best part of a decade, and a man that has one or two things to say about goalies if they make a mistake. No such thing from Eric Haugen on that occasion. Not a great deal he could have done with that.
No, but I'll also give them praise when they play well. I would want anybody, if I let a bad goal, to tell me.
Flick back by Nordstoga. 36-year-old, made a debut back in 2003. Was a former alpine skier. As this one, it did a trickle by the post. Oh, Roybal, who's been ever so impressive at the start of this tournament for the United States of America, and he's chased it down, but that one just trickled past the post. Loose pass here allows Solberg to contest against Douglas.
What a smart group of players, just cycling at will. Wallace.
Oh, from a tight angle, we saw a great goal by Geyer of the Czech Republic in the early games from that sort of angle.
One of the nicest goals in the tournament, Alan.
I think Chris Douglas can ask you if he can join that club as well. The goal of the season contest well underway. Away it's pushed from the blue line, and well, the Norwegians have told us that they're trying out a few things against Canada and the USA.
They're trying to get back to the position that they were in for a number of years, medaling in almost every single games. Oh, nice little spin around move by Brody Roybal.
Well, Roybal, I'm hoping we get a replay of that at some point. That was excellent. Turns on a dime and slams it towards goal. Sun trying to keep out the Americans and didn't manage it too well. This is Kustustuen.
That was a nice stop by the keeper.
Dump long, and that'll be penalised. So 11:50 on the clock still, and it's a moral victory for Norway here. Just the one. Look at this. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
That is super to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to Power Ice Hockey if you've never watched it before. Getting plenty of comments in on all the platforms that people are watching from. Great to see that people are watching from all over the world.
He's got it. And people are asking questions that are sending it through the Twitter feed and that. If you're new to the game or you're not 100% sure about it, but you really are having a lot of fun enjoying watching it, ask me any question you want. This game for the last 20 years has been one of the most incredible things in my entire life, and every guy on that ice right now would say the same thing, that para sports has changed their life. Oh, nice blocker stop.
Had to put up with a 14-2 defeat against Canada on Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, the opening games were played, and 8 games in 2 days being covered by commentators, I can tell you, is grueling enough, but the guys themselves out there were struggling too.
Goalie's made more saves in the first 5 minutes than he had in the entire time he was out against Canada.
Dodson. Roybal moving away from him. This is chance for de Quebec. Stick laying forlorn on the ice. That needs to be collected.
Ooh, another nice stop.
And the Americans just keep on coming. Varnes doesn't get that anywhere near what you would consider away.
Oh!
And that's 2. Well, they just handed possession back, and Josh Pauls doesn't need a second invitation.
What a goal by the pride of New Jersey. Josh Paul's dad used to always say things to me when I was doing the games. Josh now is a captain. He's a young man, but he is unbelievable. Was a forward, went to defense. Look at this, on the right hand to the left hand, back to the right hand. And you look at a kid like that with no legs, lost his right and his left leg, and he is just so, this game is his playground. Number 27, the captain of the United States, following some great captains. Joe Howard was the captain when he played against me. I think Chris Mans from Buffalo was also, wore the C for a while. Some great American captains over the years. Love to hear from some of the former Americans if they're watching.
Well, Josh Pauls doing the captain's job and also getting on the score sheet, and he's nearly seen his team add another. Zeech just blocked at the last moment. Now that's hit up against the boards in the neutral zone, and Norway haven't got it anywhere near as far forward as they would like, and that one stays in the neutral zone as well. On this near side.
Their puck handling skills are just so far above every team in this tournament except for Canada.
Oyseth's giving it away, and they're trying to score one that's fancy. That was a little bit too overcooked.
Oh, I like that. That's exactly what that was.
Don't change the recipe. It was already working. I think they were trying to be too clever, trying to spin it in at the far post, but there you go. I'm sure they'll get opportunity to bag plenty more as the game goes on.
The Americans just swinging back like it's a Sunday afternoon.
Zeech takes it beautifully, tries to push it on.
Oh, nice back pass by Farmer.
Farmer opens up the space. Oh, de Quebec couldn't move the sticks quick enough to get a shot away. Played into the path.
Oh, nice pass.
Of Wallace. Wallace fires.
Oh!
It's high. It's not wide. It's 3.
Wow. Wallace showing a different side. Wallace putting it right up under the bar.
That's 2 in 2 for Wallace.
That was beautiful. The puck is on the corner. It's kept in. Nice little pass. Roybal a slip off to Wallace and off the glove and in the top corner. I think taking a second look at this, Norway goalie might have had it. Good shot, but let's watch this, Alan. Shot it,
Well, they say you learn against the best. At the moment, he's learning to look behind him.
Whoa, okay. You might have to, there was a goalie in Montreal called Red Light Rasico, because the red light always came on when he played, and might have to go to this for this goalie. He's led a lot of goals in this tournament.
Well, it's his first tournament, so a chance for him to learn the art. You do have to play against the highest standards, don't you? To even figure out what's happening, you've got to play against them, and sometimes playing against them means that your averages might go down or your statistics might not look great, but you have to try and take it on and improve. Roybal clatters into Norstoga as he gets the shot away, but the alarming thing for the Norwegians at the moment is The Americans are getting the shots away whenever they feel like it. Roybal trying to go around the outside. That's good from Varnes. Good check.
He's still a good player. He's been around a long time. I remember him.
Morten Varnes, 37 years of age, from Trondheim in Norway.
A bit of a tie-up in the boards.
It's not as easy to say as you think that, Trondheim. Centrally is blocked. And, the Norwegians get it away down this near side. Pauls will start them again, and oh dear, the line change might not go their favour here.
Oh, we called no icing.
It was risky. It was risky. And they've just about got back and regrouped. Oh, Schroeder didn't even know it was there, and here's a chance for McKee. Rifles into the goalie. Puck still live. Little chip was attempted. That doesn't come off.
Hard luck for Rico Roman there.
Roman going round the outside to try and get it back. Schroeder working to get it away. On this near side, on the far side again is Roman.
Paul's tapping his stick at the point. He wants a pass.
Haugen allows Lena Schroden to get it away. It's her birthday tomorrow. And Roman gives the goalie a gift of the puck.
A little bit of a crash in the boards there by the Midnight Cowboy, Rico Roman.
Well, it's USA 3, Norway 0. We're back in a moment. Well, Norway have limited the US to just 3 so far, as you mentioned, conceding 14 in their last game. But they're not making the secret, the Norwegians, that they're not so worried by the scorelines in these last 2 games of the group. They know they're going to play quarterfinals. What they want to do is try a few things out and improve. De Quebec looking to catch out Haugen on the short side. Around the net they go.
Yeah, good move. And Farmer has it again. Like it keeps saying Farmer's name. Oh, that was a nice glove stop, and it still
has spilled out. It has spilled out. Farmer trying to turn. Zeech. De Quebec just needs to wait for a bit of space to open it up. He doesn't. He bangs it into the middle of the traffic, and the house gets the block.
And it's still not out.
No, Norway really struggling to get it out of their own blue line. Oyseth, who scored against the Canadians just a moment ago, giving it away cheaply. Another save for Haugen.
This is not a power play. It is 5-on-5. It looked like a power play.
Well, Haugen makes another save. It stays. USA 3, Norway nothing. We'll be back in a moment. Wallace and Schroeder. USA 3-0 up. And Lena Schroeder celebrates her 26th birthday tomorrow.
Oh, he kept it in.
That's neat from Roybal. Wallace trying to go behind the back. Roybal puts the skids on and then completely fools Sun. Then completely fools himself.
Oh,
back.
balls.
Still going to be a chance here unless the Norwegians can get to it. And Schroeder working tirelessly in front of the crease. And once again, the Norwegians demonstrating their ability to hold firm.
And that's what they want. We were talking to somebody with the staff, and that's what they said. They want the one-on-one battles. They want the battles down low, and they want the battles in the crease to be won. And so far, they've done that. The goals were all rifle shots, and you really couldn't stop them. I think they're happy so far.
Plenty for Espen Hedge to look back on in the videos and the analysis, and that's what it's all about, improvement. You know, they're not going to be ready to play the Canadians or the Americans at these World Championships, maybe not even the next World Championships, but if they could take forward some lessons, improvements, maybe even the bronze medal. That's got to be the hope. I think semi-finals, our understanding is that semi-finals is the aspiration here.
Right.
You get the semis, you get a medal match. It's as simple as that.
I think by China 22, if they get a few more young grassroots players, they could compete for the bronze. And that's what you want to do as a country outside of Canada or Norway. With Russia coming back too, they're at the top of the level.
I was going to say, and these teams can improve all they like, but then you get Germany, Russia, China themselves putting themselves into the mix. You can improve vastly over the next few years and then find that another 3 teams have done just that anyway. Here's a chance to Quebec. That one goes sliding wide.
Good blocker stop there.
Pushed over the line. And the Quebec dummies one way and the next. Lloyd Stolberg chasing shadows. Not the shadows, I know what you're thinking, Paul. Here's a chance then, Roman.
Oh,
waits
nice play.
And dispatches.
You know what I love, Alan, about that goal by the Midnight Cowboy, Rico Roman, is he waited and waited and waited, and he had the goaltender totally beat. Most people would have just went another stride and slid it under. But watch this, Alan. He comes across, he comes across, he comes across. Looks like he's going to go another step and put it underneath, but he goes upstairs under the bar where the water bottle is held. That is gorgeous. Like I said, most players right here would have gone one more step, slid it into the open cage, but he put it right upstairs for a beautiful, beautiful goal. Oh, yeah. Can't fault the goaltender for that. That was just beautiful.
Well, Rico Roman reigns supreme. And the USA find themselves 4-0 to the good.
Roman Reigns, is that a wrestler? Roman Reigns? I think so.
I thought you might spot that. Chance here. Haugen come out and done well. As long as Schroeder can get there, she can. And the goalie is a long way from home. I hope he's took a suitcase. Oh, they've done well to block him in. Well, the goalie took a weekend trip. Lucky to get back without the house being on fire. Schroeder can't block that, but it's pushed away by Sunt.
The defensemen think the house is on fire, I'll tell you.
Well, there'll be some heat in the changing rooms at the end of this first period. There's a penalty getting called, but will it even get given? Oh, it's pushed away by Dodson, and here goes the whistle.
That's an interference call.
You notice that even the Americans aren't really hitting the Norwegians. They haven't got to here. They're moving it around so neatly that actually they're just saying, do you know what? You go and play, and eventually we'll take it off you. So what's the point of me, as you say, wasting your energy by, it doesn't just hurt them. It hurts you a little bit in terms of energy if you're constantly nailing somebody up against the wall. So why not conserve it? They can beat these guys by just moving it around.
Right, and there's no need for a potential injury too. Even going way back, the Norwegians and the Americans never really had a big-time hate for each other, not like Canada and Norway.
2-minute penalty on 20 then. Martin Hamlet, the teacher.
He got a few penalties in the last game.
He's just been given a lesson and told to go to the naughty step as the teacher. He's 30 years of age. This is his fifth World Championships on the far side.
Good hustle by Barnes there.
Oh, the path was blocked, but then it opened right up again. Oh. And talking of right up and under the bar, in the net, and it's 5. A 5-star performance here inside the first period already.
Well, I will tell you, you look at that smile by Tampa's own Declan Farmer. He will be giving a lesson on how to score gorgeous goals. You can come and watch it if you want. Farmer here, just as he's almost on the goal line, he puts it upstairs right under the bar. Look at this kid go. Look at, boom. Wow, he is a goaltender's nightmare.
That puck is in the net before Haugen moves his arm. That's how quick that was.
Next week I'm having a meeting for all goaltenders in the world to try to figure out how to stop this Declan Farmer.
Good luck with that.
Wow.
Good luck with that. Around the back of the net it goes. Sun chasing, going to try and get there between Roybal, but in fact the Norwegians just got in each other's way, and even the attempt to dump it hasn't gone quite right. That's better. A little bit of get rid from Lena Schroeder.
I'm impressed by the young lady.
Solberg.
Good wipe
getting
out
into
there.
Douglas. It's good checking. And again, well, the Norwegians have just perhaps turned it up a notch in terms of their physicality.
Grove almost took a somersault there.
Less than 30 seconds remaining here. Of course, the Norwegians back to full strength.
Well, the hustle on Roybal, keeping that in the zone.
It's just his maneuverability is something else. Captain gets it away. Solberg only as far as the blue line, though. Hamlet tries to challenge. That one's from deep as well, and I don't think Haugen was even aware the shot had been made as we reach the end of the period. So USA 5, Norway blank, shall we say. But as we mentioned a couple of times in commentary there, Paul Rosen, the Norwegians have talked to us in depth here. This is not about the numbers on the scoreboard for them. This is about learning from what's in front of them, learning from the best of the best.
Absolutely. They just want to be able to hold their own inside their zone. They want to get better fundamentally, and they want to play in the quarterfinal.
USA 5, Norway 0. Well, there you see the goals that have done the job so far, and would we expect the Americans to take their foot off the gas? No, not really. Douglas and Pauls made it 2-0. Let's take a look back at the highlights so far.
Here's the first goal by Douglas. Underneath the bar. Nice shot. Totally caught the goaltender a little by surprise, but it was a beautiful, beautiful play. And there's Josh Pauls, one of the absolute best. Left hand, right hand, slides it in. Another beauty. Goaltender really had no chance here. Slipped it through for a great goal. Bordy Roybal over to Wallace. Wallace puts it off the goaltender's glove and in. Nice shot. Maybe could have had this, but a real good shot. Rico Roman comes in. takes it wide and goes under the bar. Another real nice goal. I like this. I like what he did here because he could have easily gone a little longer and slid it in, but he went under the bar. Real nice goal. And then here, Farmer steals it, comes down, and boom, under the bar. You can't do anything if you're goalie there. You got the angle covered. You can't. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Just as he hugs the post under the bar.
So there are the stats of the game. They didn't muster a shot. They were the only team to spend time in the penalty box as well, although that didn't last very long because the USA rattled in another 13 shots so far, including the one off the power play. It is USA 5, Norway 0. We'll be back with you for the second period. few minutes away from starting again here inside the Ostrava arena in the Czech Republic. Day 3 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019 hasn't let us down so far. We started off with our first penalty shootout game, the first game even to go to OT. The second, that was won by Sweden 2-1 over Japan, by the way. The second game of the day was Canada cruising over Korea. It was more of a physical contest than it was a contest of skill. There's already been more goals in this first period than that here, as the USA are crushing Norway 5-0. Just spoken to one of the Norwegians. They're saying that the Americans crossing over is causing them all manner of problems.
Yeah, they're just so good. They're very, very difficult to contain. They use that crossover. They come through the neutral zone with so much speed, Alan, that by the time they get into the zone, as soon as you go for one guy, he'll either drop the pass for another guy to take it to his outside. He'll slide it through to another player on the inside. They're just too good.
So both teams making their way back out onto the ice. Steve Cash just doing a bit of housekeeping, shall we say, and Eric Haugen at the other end will just be hoping that it's a lighter workload. Paul Rosen.
Yeah, Steve Cash, you know, he is, we talk about him as being the best. Well, numbers don't lie. He won the gold medal in 2010 in Vancouver. He won the gold medal in 14 in Sochi. He won the gold medal in 18 in Korea. He's won multiple world championships. He won from ESPN the Disabled Athlete Male of the Year on the ESPYs. The kid's done it all, from St. Louis, and he's a really good kid.
Still only 29 as well. USA 5, Norway 0. We saw a picture of Davis Hoff a couple of moments ago there, Paul. He's in a hot seat, really. It's a position as American coach that's a well-respected one, and one that commands results. And, well, the result in the early stages here is another goal.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, he took over from Jeff Sauer, and he's got the expectations are very, very high. Wow, that was very fast. 4 seconds in.
Well,
Norway loses the puck. De Quebec takes it, slips it ahead. One hand, he didn't even have his left stick, his right stick, pardon me.
I think this is the player that follows in. I think this is Roman's.
Oh, I don't even know if that went in.
I think that's Roman's goal.
Let's see this. Hit him down.
Doesn't go over there. That's Roman.
Oh,
So Rico Roman on the line. It's a good job he was there.
Yeah, they're saying Luke McDermott scored it, but once they see that, it actually hit the crossbar, came down, and landed there.
Yeah,
and Roman put it in from inside the net.
I'm just taking another look at a different angle.
It didn't go in.
No, it hits the bar and comes down. So eventually that one will be called as a goal for Rico Roman.
I've never seen somebody score from inside the net, though.
Oh, it's hit him in the face. It stays out. That's why you wear a mask. And it's cleared away. Only partially.
Honestly, I've never seen a goal from inside the net.
Cooley, Roman.
Wow.
Oh, it's all very neat. As we were saying right at the start of this period, the Norwegians were talking to us at halftime and saying they can't believe the speed of which the USA players are just switching from side to side and playing the puck. And at the moment, I think it's caught them a little bit off guard. There's a bit of shell-shocked of an aspect to go in this game so far.
No doubt. You know, he scored with 4 seconds into the period. That's pretty tough. I don't think you score any faster.
You've not really set yourself, have you? Pauls leaves it for Farmer. Farmer lays it off to his left, and well, this time the goalie hangs on.
That was a nice stop.
Noah Grove it was coming in, trying to get a goal after his one in the first game. He has scored in both so far, along with Farmer.
Yeah. Here it is, off the bar, down, did not go in. Roman's in, and Roman brings it in. Yeah, there's Roman talking to McDermott, saying, hey, it was my goal, man.
Sorry, and all that. Pauls.
Well, McDermott, if Roman didn't put it in, it was no goal. Somebody would just taken it out.
Farmer round the outside, then a shot from deep. And that one's another save. It's good practice for Haugen. These shots will be like no other that he's faced maybe from any of his teammates in the training area, so it's good for him to face them.
Yeah, and they're probably going to go with their number one in the quarterfinal game. Give this kid a real good opportunity to learn, whether he lets in another 10 or not. He's learning.
I love that you've called him a kid. Born 1961.
Well, he's a year younger than me. He is a kid.
Former able-bodied defenseman at national level back in Norway. Taken up the para game and decided that between the pipes is where he wants to be. That's neat. Here's another chance. Oh, that one flies wide.
Well, they're going to get practice at moving the puck and scoring really pretty goals, which we love.
The Americans making their own highlights reel inside
the
first 20 minutes, and the Norwegians are learning a thing or two about battling. That's really tight. It's really neat as well, and I don't think Roybal, even he was expecting that standard of pass from Noah Grove. And the Norwegians have a chance. Good save.
Shot on goal.
Well, Varnes, the 37-year-old, got the shot down low to Cash's right side. This one's played across more in hope. And Roybal, taken. Good hit from Nordstoga. And this is where the Norwegians have to learn. Don't give it away there. Eventually, it's away by Schroeder.
That was a tricky stop by Cash, the blocker. That might have snuck in.
Not sure how early he saw it.
Getting an interference penalty here.
It is indeed, and just waiting.
Roybal's a little upset.
I think it's McKee who's going over towards the penalty box. It is.
I'm going to say, just like the last game, when the Canadians were more dangerous when they were on the 5-on-3. I'm going to say that the Americans are going to put a, I don't know, I think, McKee, he clipped them when he didn't have the puck. And the Americans are going to look for a shorthanded goal here.
11:42 on the clock when that puck was dropped.
And here he goes.
And this is Roybal, They're not worried about trying to score shorthanded. Off it goes to Pauls, behind him to Wallace. Wallace, side of the post that he didn't want. Douglas has missed it. And already the Norwegians are playing like they're a man down.
And they give up an icing there. When you have to play like in such a defensive position, you panic. And when you panic, you just get rid of the puck. They have to just calm down. I know it's easy for us to say up here, but they have to calm down, take a deep breath, and stop panicking.
You see all the kids in the crowd. The local organisers have been bussing the kids in to make a good atmosphere with their air horns and their coloured-in flags. This is neat down this near side. Bakke, who has scored in both games for the Norwegians with that. This is Varnes. Can they find Bakke, who does know how to shoot from distance? He might get a chance. No, the puck just bounces away to this near side, and it'll be a chance for the Americans to look for a short-handed goal again. Nordstoga turns neatly and just takes his time before pushing it out to the far side. Oh, it is over there, who couldn't quite get to it, the 20-year-old. Good youngster in the Norwegian ranks. That one's flicked in with 45 seconds remaining on the penalty, and Norway can build again. It's technically 4-on-3 here if they hurry it up. Got to stay on side. Stolberg does just that. That's neat as well, and the shot comes in again, and Cash just sticks it away, and that's a nice little drop back to get the Americans out of trouble.
And that again was a good shot. And this Bacchia kid, I've been impressed with him the last few years. They have to get him the puck.
He has it now. 13 seconds remaining of the penalty. Oyseth loitering near the blue line. That's Varnes. Oyseth will get it. No, he's had it stolen. Oh dear. Check your watch and phone.
Oh, he passed it. That was nice. Because you know he could have gone himself if he wanted to.
Farmer turns, shoots straight down the gullet. And Haugen will be happy to see them there. 6-0 it remains. We'll be back in a moment. Just a moment away from another face-off, and it's all in Norwegian territory. Pauls gets it away from Hamre. Grove, Farmer loitering, always with intent. Cross-ice pass for the chase for the captain. Pauls, good check from Hamre. Well, those two have battled throughout the game.
The Norwegians can look at the fact they didn't give up a short-handed goal.
Oh, that's from a long way out, and then the gap was wide open on the short side. Haugen was so caught by the fact that that shot had come in from distance, he never reset himself, and it's another for the Americans.
But that's even a play, Alan, that the defenseman has to be faster to help his goalie here. The shot from the point is wide. It hits the boards and comes out heavy. But the Norwegian defenseman gets beat way too easily here on the inside. Backhand under the bar. You have to play with a little more strength.
It isn't just about being ready for the first piece of action. It's about being switched on for the reaction.
Absolutely. Like, you can't get beat off the boards with a play like that, tipping over and getting caught inside.
A forward's job is to watch for any shot that comes in and make the rush on the goal, because you never know where it's going to spill out to. Noah Grove, perfect shot coming in. I'm going for the rebound, whether that's off the goalie, off the backboards, and there was Grove. That's as simple as that's meat and potatoes for Grove.
100%. Absolutely.
Just made myself hungry. Wallace, who's also hungry. Oh! Back of the queue. Start again. McKee. Lovely.
Nice
Wallace. Roybal. That's a great team goal. That is utter class.
Wow. I don't know. I keep saying wow because I'm amazed not at the goals. I'm amazed at the puck movement. It's so crisp, it's so clean. Just Roybal, bang, and in. And the goaltender came out, he blocked the angle, he did everything he could. Beautiful little slip off from Wallace to Roybal. Roybal takes it. That was just really nice.
Well, the man looking up at the screen, looking at his own replays, he's now looking at himself, Brody Roybal. That was all part of a great team goal. And again, we said this about the Canadians a little bit earlier on. Great to see some low digits in terms of numbers for their ages. Brody Roybal, just 20. He's already in his third World Championships at the age of 20. The future is bright for the Canadians and the Americans, and here they go again. Roman, another. Well, now they're becoming like London buses. Look around you, there's one for everyone.
Wow.
McDermott this time around. Paul, how do you stop this?
You don't. You wait
Fair
till
enough.
the 45-minute mark hits and you go back to the dressing room. This is great because Roman could have taken it himself easy, but he throws it over to McDermott. McDermott puts it in, and that's what this is all about now, the rest of this game. I think they're going to score as many as they want, but it's a matter of moving the puck, getting some beautiful goals, and not being selfish, and this is just really nice.
9-0. It's not just nothing. If the Norwegians, once they finish the game, they have to just get the video out and watch it again as that one goes right around the boards on top. Lovely.
It down. I thought it was going to stay on top.
I didn't realize we were starting to do trick shots. They've got to look back at the analysis of this and try and pick out something they can learn from. And as they've already said, just the speed of movement here from these Americans so far. Those white jerseys, I bet to some of these Norwegians, they feel like they're playing against 10.
Yeah, absolutely. And that every team that's here, the only one that can play with them is Canada.
Oh, right through the middle. This is their opportunity. Good save, Cash.
That was a nice breakthrough. Red Sea parted. Nice shot to the top corner. Cash with a nice glove stop.
Well, there's a man that's got an Alpine silver medal from Salt Lake City a few years ago. He's Nordstoger. And he was alpining through the middle of the Americans. Oh, a nice idea there from Kyle Zeech. And we've seen a few of those from the Italians, just flicking it in on the shot.
And that was a nice deflection. Very nice.
Franes doesn't know where it is, and again, the race is on. This is Arnekri. Taken comfortably by Bakker. He can get himself across the blue line. He doesn't mind a shot from distance. His first one against the Koreans on the opening day was a belter. Here comes Farmer. Doesn't get past the first, which is interesting. Took his eye off Hamre, who hammered him.
He definitely did, and Farmer's really upset about that because he clipped him through the neutral zone. But you got to keep your head up.
If Martin Hamre doesn't have a personal-made T-shirt that says Hamre time on it, I'll be really upset.
We should get him one.
I'll make him one.
Yeah.
High pass, diagonal, looking for Oyseth, who was the other goal scorer against the Canadians. Gooley cleans up around the back and then lovely off the boards. Knew exactly what he was doing. Zeech takes a touch, but he wants to get off the ice. So the Americans just dumping it and changing.
Yeah.
And McKee just steps straight in and takes possession back.
Every one of them are doing the same thing. Just roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them. Everybody's getting a play. I wouldn't even be surprised if they switch Cash for Lee in the third period.
This is Jack Wallace, another still only 20 years of age. Looks like he's played absolutely every day for his entire life, doesn't he, Wallace? So comfortable on the puck.
And they're just going around like it's a power play.
Roybal, Hamre holding him up. McKee, this is his 5th World Championships. He's still inside the 30 mark. And that's I'm not sure if that's a shot on goal from the Norwegian.
It was coming sideways, so I don't think so, but you never know. It depends who's calling the shots on goals.
I'm not sure that'll count on your own. Oyseth trying to
Look at him
hold
go,
off.
look at him go, look at him go, Wallace.
Look at the movement. And again, this is
yeah.
what we were talking about. The cycle here is just phenomenal. They're making changes as well while they're doing it.
You know, if the song Sweet Georgia Brown came on now, I might start to remember the Harlem Globetrotters, because that's what it looks like. And I think maybe the American coach said, boys, let's move it around. Let's move it around. If you're going to score, maybe it's a 4-pass and then a goal, or a 5-pass, but not one guy with a breakaway.
Just under 4 minutes remaining here. USA.
Relentless.
I'm not even going to say they're toying with the Norwegians. They're not. They're playing like they want to score every 30 seconds. And you can't fault that, which then means that the Norwegians are at least doing something to stop them from scoring over and over again. But there have already been 9. Turns, gets himself down the left wing. Roman, who's scored from 3 inches so far, might want to score from a bit further out next time.
Well, he was actually in the net and pulled it into the net. But the puck hasn't left the Norwegian zone in 2 minutes.
They will know they've been in a hockey match today. The puck spins free. Round the boards it goes. Is this the chance for the Norwegians to break free? At least it's out.
Wow. That was at least 2 minutes. I've never seen a play like that.
Like waiting for a prison break. That. Oh, they're through again.
And he doesn't go. I'm positive the coach has said that. It's got to be a nice passing goal. Can't take it by yourself.
Trickles past the upright. This one is drilled forward with the chance for the Norwegians to chase with Solberg. 31-year-old from Sarpsborg.
You know,
this is his 7th World Championships.
Wow, 7. And you know, the one thing that hasn't stopped is the cheering for the Norwegians in the crowd. There's a lot of Norwegian fans here, and they're not looking at 9-0. They're looking at Norway's in a World Championship.
Zeech from distance takes the bottom of the sled and goes wide, and then the Norwegians collide with each other. Hamre knocking the stick out of his own teammate's hand there. It was the captain Solberg who was momentarily down to just the one. There is Hamre on the far side, and he gets it. Good check from Farmer, and Farmer just pushes it back to Pauls, who's got one on the right side he could use and one on the left side he could use. And he can go himself if he wants to, and that's what he's doing at the moment. Put it in the corner for Farmer. Just under 2 minutes remaining of the second period, 9-0 so far. Norway had a chance in this period, and now they're just dumping it.
They're just icing it. And they have to stay on, so they're exhausted. This is a lesson in what fundamental hockey's all about. You know, a lot of people, if you're watching, you might think there's a lot of sticks that drop, Alan. Guys drop their sticks all the time. Why are they dropping? I ask everybody when you go, if you're home now, grab 2 things, small sticks or whatever, in each hand, and you're skating with those. So all you have to do is let one finger go and then get hit, you drop your stick. Very easy to do.
Oh, that's a fairly hefty collision between Kostustian on the far side with Wallace, but a pair of them come away scot-free. Wallace has Sund coming towards, so just spins, holds it up, then plays it against the boards around the back of
nice
Haugen's net. It's back with Wallace, now back with McKee.
Look at this.
Wallace, oh, what a turn this is. Can't quite get it from underneath his sled, and now Hamre is over there. It's Stolberg and a few others just waiting for it to come out. It never does. And, well, there you go. There's not too long left in this period. It's 9-0 to the USA here in this Group A game. We'll be back in a moment. So just 43 seconds remaining in the period. 9-0. Of course, that is to the USA. McDermott around the boards at the back, but doesn't find Roman in space. A rare mistake from an American as Travis Dodson turns and doesn't actually have the puck under control. But USA keeping possession. Final 13 seconds then of this second period. The damage very much done. And we'll see this one out. Paul Rosen, that is the end of the second period. Do the USA come out and go for it again? Or do we just get more of what we just had for the last 5 minutes, playing it around pretty, and if the opportunity arises, then we take it?
100%. The coach is going to tell them, let's kind of play it like a game. Keep it in the blue line. I think they want to keep it in and keep it in the Norwegian zone as much as possible. They kept it in most of the period.
Well, this Group A fixture currently after the second period, USA 9, Norway 0. There you can see McDermott to Roman, and that goal has been correctly given. Roman, as you say, in the net, but just adjusted himself and put it in. Grove means that he's now scored in all 3 games as well. And here are the look back, or is a look back at those goals.
And this is the one, McDermott, real nice shot with one hand. He dropped his other stick, so he's skating, hits the bar, comes down, and Roman puts it in from inside the net. This is one that was just lazy defensive play. Off the boards, you have to box that player out. You can't let him beat you on the inside, and Grove puts it up and puts it in. Roybal with a nice pass, slips it over the goaltender's arm. Brody Roybal again, very difficult to stop. He's sneaky fast, inside and outside. And then the last goal, nice pass from Rico Roman to McDermott. McDermott gets his goal. Roman gives it back to him. How apropos, because he took his goal away from slipping it in.
Well, it is 9-0, and well, the Norwegians had 3 shots in this period. They potentially should have scored, but well, you've got a game against Steve Cash, so that's not exactly something that's easy after all. The 2 penalty minutes went the United States way. Norway didn't actually send anybody to the box in this period. Just the actually 5 shots. Now that may be what they were working on. Only shoot when we can score. I think that was where that was all going in the end. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage here of these World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019 with myself, Alan March, and Paul Rosen. We'll be back with you in the third period. So once again, welcome back to our coverage of these World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019 here inside the Ostrava arena. As you can see from the screen, the officials are back out on the ice. Just over 2.5 minutes until we get going. Paul Rosen, what is the third period all about for Norway?
Wow.
Sorry about that. It's just a question I have to ask.
Keep it respectable. You don't want I don't even think it's a matter of goals in the third for them. It's a matter of the Americans are toying with them. They're making them look kind of silly because we went a 2.5 minute stretch where the puck was inside the Norwegian blue line, and it was 5-on-5, Alan. You can't allow that. They have to play smarter. Whether they attack the puck, they got to do something to get the puck out of their zone, whether you have to ice it 30 times this period. Just try to get together as a team and look like you're a team. Stanley Cup on the guy's head.
Or you could look like you're a trophy, yeah. It's a good effort. It is a good effort. His wife will be bringing him to ask where all the foil is at some point.
Yeah.
Just need to use foil for its actual purpose. Do you know where it is? It's on my head. It's coming up, the third period. How busy will he be? United States of America 9, Norway 0. The American players have had just about as much fun as the people in the crowd, and that is not Steve Cash, because our opinion is that Steve Cash has switched for Jen Lee. So we'll confirm that in just a moment.
No, it's 100% Jen Lee.
Jen Lee out there, so didn't even need my glasses for that one. Jen Lee has switched in net, so you can understand that.
Yeah, I kind of said in the last, with a couple minutes left, that maybe they're going to give Jen the third period, let Steve take a good 15 minutes off and take the door, enjoy himself on the bench, get ready for the semifinal, which they will be going to.
No doubt they will be going to, indeed. Third period might be a long one for the Norwegians, but at least they start with it. And that is going to go down as a shot from Schroeder, maybe?
No, it's got to be on net.
Oh, come on, it's her birthday tomorrow. Give it her.
Well, if I was doing the score, I'd give her the shot on goal. I don't think she's going to get it, though.
No, it was a little bit wide of target, wasn't it, in the end? I tell you what, tomorrow in the quarterfinals, what a birthday present that will be, getting into the semis.
There is a chance, a very good chance, that they're going to play the Czech Republic, though, if the Czechs win tonight.
Well, there's a lot of ifs.
And that could
tonight
be an incredible game. This place is going to be rocking.
Grosfeld doing the check-in. And they're just allowing the Americans to have it in this wide position at the moment with Dodson.
Maybe they have no problem with them just going outside and cycling and taking the time off and not scoring any more goals. Because it surely doesn't look like the Americans are trying to score.
No, this is all about possession trading, isn't it, Farmer? Accuracy of passes. Which that wasn't one, Paul.
No, that wasn't. And slip it off. No, he kept it.
Farmer again, until they create the perfect opportunity. Zeitz with that. Oh, it whistles over.
He had the whole top corner.
Is Farmer laid off, or does he go for it?
No.
He and Pauls let it go, and this is Grove back around the outside for Zeech. Farmer, great reach. Even the attempted clearance doesn't go where it's intended.
Trying to get a little pretty.
There's Grove again. In towards McKee. Zeech on the one-timer, but wide.
Yeah.
Here's Bakker. How he would love some space in front of him to actually pull the trigger and see what happens. That's in towards Wallace, and Wallace will get there. Oyseth going across, getting nowhere near him. Oyseth
nice
sliding
pass.
out, fired into the belly. It's spilled away.
He doesn't even know where it is.
Well, Vranes comes away on the far side with it. Oyseth on the chase, can't get there. The Quebec comfortable, spins round to his left-hand side and clears it as far as Hamre. Hamre's got to win the second tussle as well.
Oh, he held his arm.
Wallace behind the net. 11:40 still on the clock for the period. Pauls on the outside, lots of space. All the way across to Douglas. We've got this show on the road in a matter of, well, moments it would seem.
Kind of like Ring Around the Rosie out there.
Yeah, the Norwegians might want some smelling salts at the end of this. They've been spinning around.
I'm getting dizzy up here.
Hamre. They're all behind him. Schrun just getting a little stuck under his sled, but eventually tries to get it away to Hamre, and Onekre can't take it under control. And I think he was trying to leave that for Oyseth, and Oyseth didn't put his stick down, so Hamre loses it. Wallace. McDermott round the back, chasing now is Rico Roman.
I think you're going to see.
Good check on the far side from Oyseth.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the Norwegians get a little upset here, and if they get a chance, they're going to take a penalty. It's just frustration.
Dodson plays it for Schroeder to chase. Schroeder gets away from McDermott, then has it wrestled away from her in the corner. But then this is Nordstoga, who has done really well lying on his belly.
Absolutely, nice play.
Stretched out and just held up Dodson. Roman. Dodson will take over. Nordstoga is sticking with him. Schroeder spinning in front of Farmer. Can she reach in and get it? No, look at the control. The close control from Farmer. Impeccable.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, my word.
There you go.
Hashtag boom.
You know, I'm as that one goes in, I'm watching the great Dominic Hasek, who's back in the stands, and I watched him as that went in, and you saw him shake his head. Right under the bar, no chance. No goalie in sled hockey will stop that. I don't care who he is. Under the bar, over his head. And watch this, he falls backwards just to say, come on. I want to go home.
Zeech unleashes the screech. Straight past the hand of Erik Haugen. And Karl Zeech gets his first. Well, that's number 10. 9 different scorers, Paul.
And that just shows you the balance in that lineup. Obviously, you have Farmer and Roybal. They're going to get the bulk of your goals, but they've really stretched the score sheet out.
I'm on a second page. I don't know about you, but...
well, who's ever in the penalty box putting the score sheet together is probably really upset.
It was a brand new pad. Neat Farmer decides not to go for goal. And we're seeing an awful lot of just this at the moment.
I don't think they're going to go for a 10th goal. They're going to score more than 10. I don't think an 11th will go in unless the net is wide open, and that's more disrespectful if the net is open and you don't put it in.
Quebec just holds his ground and then takes the hit, but it's as if he was barely touched. Good challenging in the neutral zone to get it away by the Norwegians. And
do you know I don't know if you'll agree or disagree with this, but despite the fact that the Canadians scored 14 on Norway and the Americans have only scored 10, I think the Americans have outplayed the Norwegians and moved it around. It's a way different game.
It's entirely different. As good as Canada were and as many as they got, this is where I come from. This is a different gravy. This is a completely different gravy. This is super stuff. De Quebec waits on the outside of the circle here for whatever spills out. It's the closest the Norwegians have been, but that is testament, this scoreline. The fact that there's nothing in the Norwegian column is because they've played with that puck at the other end of the ice so well.
Absolutely.
Schroeder stops the first puck in an attempt to go forward and then needs a little help from Nordstoga as they win it back. Oh, good play on the ground from Varnes. He was of the mind to think about just hooking it away with his outstretched arm. We're coming together between McKee and Varnes now, and neither of them knew where it was. Schroeder takes a hit from Pauls. Bakker holds him up, and Nordstoga around the outside, now being challenged by McDermott.
Dermott's on him like a hungry dog on a bone.
That's neat from Nordstoga. And despite the score, and this is what the Norwegians need to do, try and put some of their own passages of play together.
Yeah, in the last 3 or 4 minutes, they've got the puck out of their zone, into the neutral zone. They've had a few minutes of play in the American zone. This is much better.
You've barely gone dead at any point in this game, you realise as well. It's just move.
Yeah, we haven't had a whistle in a while.
Not for a long time. Bakker is over there, and Dodson just slides onto his back, the 33-year-old, as this one goes deep.
We might have a couple of minutes before the Czech game.
Well, this is Sunt, who's brought down a little by Roman. Put him onto his back, but they've gone around the outside here. Dodson just avoids the check from Hamre.
And Hamre's had a couple of big hits. I can't believe he stepped away from that one.
Oyseth, again, just going 1-for-1 is what the practice is from the Norwegians. That's what they wanted to get some time doing. And the way the
ref was not happy with that.
Referee has had to just duck out of the way. Mind the low-flying pucks, says the sign. Hamre chasing down the right side. Little drop back before they clamber through. Chance here. Hits the backside of Sunt. And then Hamre does come in with a big one, and his check frees up the puck momentarily. Farmer, it must be so hard. You can visibly see that Declan Farmer is not pulling the trigger.
No, he's just holding back. He could have had 3 this period if he wanted to.
Chance
He's wide
here.
open.
How quick can the Norwegians get down the ice?
No.
Well, you can be blunt if you like, Paul. No was very accurate. Hamre going around the outside.
Oh, Wallace pulled away. He could have really hit him. That was nice of him.
Yep, just coming onto the... Oh, he's miscontrolled it. And now Wallace around the outside of Schroeder. He's going to try and go around the net altogether. Just lets it peel off, and And Roybal on the far side now. Quebec is the furthest man for the USA as it drops over the blue line momentarily. And again, the Norwegians take the opportunity to change personnel. Onakre holding up the Quebec. Roybal with the high pass, diagonal right into the house. Almost wiped its feet on the mat on the way in.
Yeah, and you know, it seems like the last 5 minutes they've stopped hitting, both teams.
Well, they've got games to think about. The future for the USA is the semi-finals. That's Friday with the gold medal match on the Saturday, which, I mean, on this alone, if they're not, oh, it's a big hit from McKee there. If they're not in that final, something has gone terribly, terribly wrong with the world. Yeah. But even bigger for the Norwegians. You can understand them not perhaps putting everything in all into one basket. Their eggs have got to be kept because they've got a huge game tomorrow, the quarterfinal stage, and as you said, possibly Italy, possibly the Czech Republic. Both sides in the B group of this competition have looked very, very good so far in different ways.
Absolutely, and the only way the Americans are going to not be in the final is if they miss the bus. That's the only way.
On the far side, Travis Dodson plays along the backboard. 2:46. I still can't remember play stopping.
Maybe once.
This is quite unique. It's just rumbling on. But as you say, the lack of hitting and checking, it means there's no calls for the officials to make. The respect being given by the Americans in terms of not wanting to go and get 15, 20. They could have had 40 here.
Yeah.
You know, the way they move this around. Lofted high, and Oyseth nearly took it. And it's just bang back forward by Pauls, who's coming off to take a breather. Nordström around the boards has Oyseth over there, and then it's squeezed under the arm of Oyseth. We're into the final 2 minutes then. Oh, we've got a stoppage. Well, my.
Going to be a penalty.
USA 10, Norway 0. We're back in a moment. Norwegians looking towards the scoreboard, not for the score, I can guarantee you, just to see how many seconds are left. 150 to that end is the answer, as Roybal has a bit of a lie down. He's just using a Norwegian as a blanket underneath him. And, on has come Martin Grosfeld, who hasn't played too much. Again, another that might have just been rested to a degree during this contest. And, trying to take it was Emil Kirstistuen. Get well soon to Emil Vatny, by the way, part of the Norwegian side that arrived here. Injured during training, a double break of the forearm, I believe. And it was also a cut artery as well.
Wow.
Inside the arm. So Emil has already, or is, preparing to get back home to Norway for what could be 2 to 12 months out my understanding. But
Wow.
there you go. So
Did he have an operation here?
that's all I've got, Paul.
Okay.
You'd have to ask his own personal PA for that sort of information as they go.
That was a nice shot.
Deep Vranes with the dig, another chance here. This is the most exciting it's been for 14 and a half minutes. I know that because we're in the final 30. Vranes can't get near Douglas.
Big stop, absolutely.
Worth an effort.
Huge stop by Jen Lee. That could have easily gone in and broke the,
and he would have been so cold.
Well, yeah, he had no clue it was coming. It was a great shot.
He's done absolutely nothing but sit in his crease. Well, that is your lot here. If you were expecting triple digits, you didn't get it, but the way the USA have played here. I just said a moment ago off the microphone as David Hoff shakes hands with his coaching staff, I just said to Paul Rosen here, you ever seen anything like that?
No. No, I can't say I have, because we've kind of figured they'd stop at 10 the way they were moving the puck around, but they easily could have had 18, 20, 25, 30, I don't even know, to be honest with you. But Jen Lee with a huge stop at the end to preserve the shutout, and you just don't know what to say. That out of nowhere. I tell you one thing that I will not miss when I get back home in a week: the horns. These horns are insane.
I'll clarify for the people watching back at home. He doesn't mean the horns on the heads of the Viking helmets. He means the air horns in the venue. They are absolutely consistent. It's just start to finish. Well, you invite a load of kids, give them an air horn, they're going to use it. Well, player of the game then. It's a metal plaque inside these boxes, and McDermott is going to get this here for best player of the game from the USA, and it says best player on the plaque, and it's actually in the same shape and design as the Ostrava arena here, and it's made locally out of local metal. There you go.
Nice.
I went away and figured it all out, but there you go. McDermott gets it for the USA. Could have been absolutely anybody.
Yeah.
This is Knut Andre Nordstoga. Well, it wasn't going to be for goals or assists in this one, so I'm assuming his team have thought about the person with the most tenacity and drive throughout. And to be fair to Nordstoga, he's hit everything that's been in front of him, and he's chased everything that was worth chasing, and he's got himself best player of the game. Here is the USA anthem. So it's finished here in this final Group A game. USA 10, Norway 0. Now, the Norwegians have ended the group phase without a victory. They haven't heard their anthem. But once again, a little bit like the the Japanese team in Group B, if you hear your anthem tomorrow,
Yes.
you won't mind what happened in the group stages that much.
No, you will not, because then you'll have the opportunity to play in the semifinal, and that's all you want. Because even if you lose the semifinal game, you get a chance to play for the bronze. Now, if you're in the gold medal game, you know you're coming home with a medal.
And as is tradition, the players circling around the ice, coaching staff, officials. When you were doing this, was there a point where you were like, oh, I don't really want to shake hands with that guy, I've just had a really tough game against them? Or are you all just set on professionalism, let's go and get on with it?
No, I never wanted to. I'm not going to lie to you, because if I did, somebody who's watching I played against would know that. I didn't want to shake hands with you. You're my enemy. When we got out of the arena and got to the hotel or somewhere, 100% it's over. But on the ice, no, I didn't want to touch your hand.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Fair enough. The Norwegians and the Americans paying homage to this wonderful crowd here inside the Ostrava arena. It's been noisy again. I would imagine that with a full house tonight, we're going to break that record that we had on the opening day, because all three crowds so far have been pretty decent with the amount of kids that have been brought in here to come and play, be a part of these World Championships. Norway have still got a big part to play in these World Championships. Their aim is the semi-finals. They will have, whoever it is, a tough game in the quarterfinals. We're going to bring you some highlights and statistics from the game in just a matter of moments. And in fact, just like that, here they are. Started
and there's the,
like that.
That's the shot by Douglas. Right away, put it in. This was a play by Josh Pauls. Right hand, left hand, and in. Brody Roybal over to Jack Wallace. Off the glove and in. Rico Roman comes across, waits. Yep, stares with a beauty.
That was his long distance goal compared to his other goal,
yes,
wasn't it?
Farmer comes down the right side and puts it under the bar.
That was a peach.
Yes. Guy Quebec throws it over to McDermott, puts it in, bar down. Rico Roman goes in the net and says, thank you, I'll take that goal.
At least he had the nous not to just think it was already in.
Yeah, if he skated away, there's no goal there. And that was a nice one off the boards. Brody Roybal with another one. And here's Rico Roman over to McDermott to say, here's your goal, buddy, don't worry. And he put it in. That should be it. No, this is Farmer. All right, to Zeich, this was a beauty one under the bar. That should be it.
Well, that's the point where Haugen lays on his back and begs for forgiveness. So
please.
4-0 and 10-0. We know the two teams now officially that are going straight through to the semi-finals. The quarter-final stage is where it is at. So USA and Canada will get tomorrow off. USA finish on 9 points in this group. Canada on 6. Korea with the victory, hard fought, I have to say, against Norway. And it means that Norway do finish at the bottom of the group.
Yes. And Norway will get the winner of tonight's game, because Norway will be in second in their group. Third, actually. Count the first two out. They'll be in third.
Korea in third, Norway in fourth.
Korea in third. Yeah, they'll be in last. They'll play the top team in the other, which will be the winner of tonight's game.
And here you are then. Group B. It's coming up next.
Wow.
Italy versus the Czech Republic. We're promised a sellout again here tonight. A huge atmosphere, a huge game in Group B. You'd be hugely disappointed if you missed it. So don't. Join myself, Alan March, and Paul Rosen, 8 p.m. local time. This place is going to get awfully noisy.